What's good, YouTube? This is my first ever video on this platform. I'm a 19-year-old South African trader, specifically from Durban, and I've always wanted to make content. And I never thought I was going to make trading content ever in my life, but yeah, because I came up with an idea that we've always seen traders flexing their cars, huge profits, the nice lifestyle, but have you ever wondered how they started? Have they ever been at the bottom? So I'm going to be documenting my whole trading journey from the beginning until we get somewhere higher. Eventually we can afford some certain things. So yeah, and we know that most of these traders are just gurus, and we know most of the stuff really happen behind the scenes that we actually don't know about, like being sponsored by brokers, being able to manipulate numbers. So I'm here to keep everything organic, raw. I'm going to show withdrawals, profits, losses, every single thing, even broker statements, to prove to you guys that this thing is actually possible. So I've started a challenge, and it's called Road to Payout. So the goal for this challenge is I'm going to try and get a payout from my 5k funded account with Equity Edge. So let's go onto the dashboard, in fact. So this is the account. Yeah, you can see that I've already taken a couple of trades here. Win rate is sitting on like 28%. And let me tell you guys, let's say I've been facing some psychology problems like FOMO, revenge trading. Yeah, because let's look at the analytics, and you can understand why my win rate is low right now. So right now we just need like $215 to pass phase one. And I would have passed this account like last week, but yeah, I was a bit greedy too. Then yeah, I literally got whipped by the markets. So let's look at the performance right here. At some point we were sitting like on $186 profits. Then my balance started fluctuating up and down. Then the lowest was 4,993 on the 2nd of June, which is what, yesterday, literally yesterday. Then we that I think that was on what's the date today, the 3rd. Oh yeah, it was yesterday. Then we managed to get the same day we managed to get the account on $184 profit. So let's look at the P&L for now. So I started trading this account last month on the 27th of May. First trade was $186. I only took one trade that day. Then on Thursday I took a small loss. Then this week, Monday, I took two trades down negative $33. Then I also took a trade which literally put me back to the starting balance. Then eventually I took the third trade that I took that day, yesterday, was a winning trade, which was $184. So let me actually break down the trade that I took yesterday. So let's go on to the charts. So it was on gold too. So before I actually break down the trade that I took, let me go over the strategy. So I trade pure price action, support and resistance, the break and retest setup. That's it. All I look for is for price to break my resistance level or support, retest that same level, then continue either up or down. That's it. But I don't immediately just go for the break and retest setup without other confluences such as like candlestick patterns. So I only trade specific candlestick patterns such as the bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, rejection candlestick, and the evening star pattern. So here, yesterday, I had so my bias for yesterday was I was a bit bullish on gold, and let me explain why. First thing, if we go to DXY, literally around that time, price was literally dumping to my support level. Then we noticed price around this range started rejecting this area. Okay, before we get there, at first keep in mind price was dumping. Then on gold, this is what I saw price going up. So we got the breakout, not initially the breakout that I wanted, because I wanted like at least a strong long like bullish candlestick. And we noticed that price decided to form this evening star pattern, and which is one of the candlestick patterns that I trade. So soon as we got this candlestick pattern, I was looking for entries, but the problem is I wasn't on the charts at that time when this candlestick pattern formed. So we did have like a late entry on gold, but we still got a good risk to reward ratio. I think it was a 1:3. Yeah, a 1:3. Then we can see price smash my take profit. I think I took this trade around 11:30 to 4:15. And yeah, this is the trade that I took yesterday. So price failed to continue back up, forming of our first indication that price was going to tank was the bearish candlestick, the bearish engulfing, which engulfed the previous candlestick. Then from there we formed another candlestick pattern, which was the evening star pattern. Then that for me was enough to say that, you know what, we're actually reversing. Another thing, I always try to correlate the pairs that I trade. If DXY is going down, then I know gold is going up. But the pairs sometimes don't correlate, but most of the time they do. And from that point, I saw price was rejecting around this area, so I decided to draw the support level. Then we started forming this double bottom. So from there, I knew that, you know what, we're going, price on gold is going down, and we can see, and it worked out in my favor. And yeah, that's basically the trade that I took yesterday. It's around literally 2 a.m. in the morning, 3rd of June. The reason why I decided to stay up, I wanted to take another gold trade. I wanted to catch this trade, but I wasn't on the charts because I'm planning to pause this. I'm planning to pause phase 1 this week. Then next week we can like try and pause phase 2, then eventually get a payout. And I'm going to be documenting every single trade. So I might post like once or twice each week, depending on how many trades I catch. I'm also going to post losing trades too. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope, let's just leave it there. I hope you like the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for future videos, and stay tuned, because this is going to be a long journey and I want you guys to be there from start. I need day ones. But let me not drag this video any much longer. So take care, guys. See you next time.